Close your eyes for a moment and imagine speaking English slowly, clearly, confidently. No fear, no pressure, just your voice getting stronger day by day. In this shadowing practice, you will listen, you will repeat, and you will speak naturally. Do not worry about mistakes. Just follow the voice slowly, calmly, one sentence at a time. English becomes easier when your mouth and your ears practice together. So relax, take a deep breath, and speak with me softly, confidently. Today, your confident English journey begins here. I was about to call you. The weather feels really nice today. I cannot believe how fast the time passed. You look much more relaxed now. I think we should leave a little earlier. That movie was better than I expected. I almost forgot to bring my bag. This place feels surprisingly peaceful. I was waiting for your message all day. Please speak a little more slowly. I need a few minutes to think about it. Everything looks different at night. I really enjoyed our conversation yesterday. The traffic was worse than usual today. I did not expect to see you here. Can you explain that one more time? The coffee smells amazing this morning. I should probably get some rest tonight. Your idea actually sounds pretty interesting. I was thinking about that all morning. Sometimes silence feels more comfortable. I almost missed the bus today. The room feels much colder now. I need to organize my schedule better. That sounds like a good opportunity. I have never tried that before. The music in this cafe feels relaxing. I think you made the right decision. We should talk about this later. I noticed something strange earlier today. The sky looks beautiful this evening. I did not sleep very well last night. That was probably the best part. I was trying to remember your name. Please give me a little more time. Everything became quiet all of a sudden. I think this jacket suits you well. The restaurant was completely full today. I cannot stop thinking about that moment. That sounds much easier than before. I was not ready for that question. You handled the situation very calmly. I need to charge my phone soon. That color looks really good on you. The meeting could have gone much better. I was completely unaware of the problem. You seem unusually quiet today. I honestly did not see that coming. The entire situation became unnecessarily complicated. I would rather stay here for a while. That explanation sounded much more convincing earlier. I have been meaning to ask you something. The atmosphere here feels incredibly comfortable. I cannot figure out what changed suddenly. You handled that conversation surprisingly well. I should have paid closer attention before. I should have paid closer attention before. That decision may cause bigger problems later. That decision may cause bigger problems later. I was slightly confused by his reaction. Everything started becoming more stressful recently. I did not realize how serious it was. The conversation became awkward after that comment. I usually avoid discussing topics like that. The lights make this place feel warmer. I was not entirely satisfied with the result. That question caught me completely off guard. The train was delayed for nearly an hour. I would never react that way personally. The audience remained completely silent afterward. I was trying not to overthink everything. That jacket looks much more expensive than it is. I cannot remember where I placed my keys. The room suddenly became extremely uncomfortable. I expected the process to take longer. That explanation sounds slightly unrealistic to me. I was feeling unusually energetic this afternoon. You probably misunderstood what she meant earlier. The traffic noise was becoming unbearable outside. I should probably reconsider my original decision. That moment felt strangely familiar somehow. I was not emotionally prepared for that news. Everything appears more organized than before. The restaurant seemed less crowded this evening. I would appreciate a little more honesty. That answer sounded intentionally vague to me. I could immediately sense the tension there. The entire building smelled like fresh paint. I was quietly observing everyone during the meeting. That situation could easily become more complicated. I have rarely seen him this excited before. The weather forecast seems completely inaccurate today. I was expecting a more detailed response, honestly. That small mistake created a huge misunderstanding. I cannot tolerate that kind of behavior anymore. The city feels unusually calm tonight. The elevator stopped on the wrong floor. The background music sounds incredibly soothing. I nearly spilled my coffee during the meeting. That message sounded more serious than usual. I completely forgot about the appointment yesterday. The streets look unusually empty tonight. I cannot decide which option sounds better. That conversation became surprisingly emotional afterward. I noticed a strange expression on his face. The internet connection keeps getting worse today. I would prefer to discuss this privately. That explanation raised even more questions, honestly. The cafe across the street looks crowded. I accidentally sent the message too early. That sound came from somewhere upstairs. I could not concentrate during the presentation. The hallway felt strangely cold this morning. I probably should have remained completely silent. That reaction seemed slightly unnecessary to me. seemed slightly unnecessary to me. I have not seen this area before. I have not seen this area before. The crowd became louder within a few minutes. The crowd became louder within a few minutes. I honestly thought you were joking earlier. I honestly thought you were joking earlier. The phone battery drained incredibly fast today. The phone battery drained incredibly fast today. I was standing near the entrance quietly. I was standing near the entrance quietly. That idea sounds risky, but interesting somehow. That idea sounds risky, but interesting somehow. I suddenly remembered an important detail yesterday. I suddenly remembered an important detail yesterday. The room became brighter after the curtains opened. The room became brighter after the curtains opened. I would rather avoid another misunderstanding today. I would rather avoid another misunderstanding today. That sentence sounded much harsher than intended. That sentence sounded much harsher than intended. I was not expecting everyone to agree. I was not expecting everyone to agree. The smell of food filled the entire hallway. The smell of food filled the entire hallway. I quietly listened to their entire discussion. I quietly listened to their entire discussion. That explanation still feels slightly incomplete, honestly. That explanation still feels slightly incomplete, honestly. I almost laughed at the wrong moment. I almost laughed at the wrong moment. The chairs were arranged in perfect order. The chairs were arranged in perfect order. I could sense frustration in his voice immediately. I could sense frustration in his voice immediately. That place looks completely different at night. That place looks completely different at night. I was carefully reading every single detail. I was carefully reading every single detail. The air conditioner is making strange noises again. The air conditioner is making strange noises again. I genuinely appreciate your honest opinion today. I genuinely appreciate your honest opinion today. That topic became uncomfortable very quickly. That topic became uncomfortable very quickly. I noticed several people staring in our direction. I noticed several people staring in our direction. The atmosphere changed the moment she arrived. The atmosphere changed the moment she arrived. I should probably double-check the information first. I should probably double-check the information first. That answer sounded surprisingly confident and direct. That answer sounded surprisingly confident and direct. I barely had enough time to respond. I barely had enough time to respond. The library feels incredibly peaceful this afternoon. The library feels incredibly peaceful this afternoon. I unexpectedly ran into an old friend today. I unexpectedly ran into an old friend today. That situation could easily create unnecessary tension. That situation could easily create unnecessary tension. I was quietly observing everything from the corner. I was quietly observing everything from the corner. The bus arrived much earlier than expected. The bus arrived much earlier than expected. I left my headphones somewhere in the office. I left my headphones somewhere in the office. That painting looks even better in person. That painting looks even better in person. I was waiting near the window quietly. I was waiting near the window quietly. The soup smells really delicious today. The soup smells really delicious today. I almost forgot about our conversation yesterday. I almost forgot about our conversation yesterday. That road becomes very crowded at night. That road becomes very crowded at night. I cannot hear anything from this distance. I cannot hear anything from this distance. The movie started later than usual tonight. The movie started later than usual tonight. I need a little more space right now. I need a little more space right now. That sound woke everyone up suddenly. That sound woke everyone up suddenly. I found an old photograph inside the drawer. I found an old photograph inside the drawer. The restaurant near the station looks expensive. The restaurant near the station looks expensive. I was reading while everyone else was talking. I was reading while everyone else was talking. That answer did not sound very convincing. That answer did not sound very convincing. I noticed a small mistake in the document. I noticed a small mistake in the document. The park feels peaceful after the rain. The park feels peaceful after the rain. I could not recognize him at first. I could not recognize him at first. That elevator makes strange noises sometimes. That elevator makes strange noises sometimes. I stayed outside for a few extra minutes. I stayed outside for a few extra minutes. The lights suddenly turned off downstairs. The lights suddenly turned off downstairs. I think somebody moved my bag earlier. I think somebody moved my bag earlier. That cafe serves really good sandwiches. That cafe serves really good sandwiches. I was trying to avoid unnecessary arguments. I was trying to avoid unnecessary arguments. The train station looked unusually empty today. The train station looked unusually empty today. I accidentally deleted an important message. I accidentally deleted an important message. That explanation sounds simple and clear now. That explanation sounds simple and clear now. I heard someone laughing in the hallway. I heard someone laughing in the hallway. The weather changed completely within an hour. The weather changed completely within an hour. I should probably clean my desk tonight. I should probably clean my desk tonight. That song reminds me of last summer. That song reminds me of last summer. I was standing beside the entrance quietly. I was standing beside the entrance quietly. The coffee shop closes earlier on Sundays. The coffee shop closes earlier on Sundays. I did not notice the time passing. I did not notice the time passing. That chair feels more comfortable than before. That chair feels more comfortable than before. I saw a long line near the counter. I saw a long line near the counter. The streets became quieter after midnight. The streets became quieter after midnight. You spoke English today, and that is already a beautiful step forward. Little by little, sentence by sentence, your confidence will grow naturally. Do not worry about being perfect. Real progress happens when you keep speaking calmly every single day. Shadowing trains your ears, your mouth, and your confidence together. The more you repeat, the more natural English will begin to feel. So keep practicing slowly, keep listening carefully, and keep trusting your voice. One day, you will notice that speaking English feels easier, smoother, more comfortable. And when that day comes, you will be proud that you never gave up. If you enjoyed practicing with me, you can like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more calm shadowing practice. Now, take a deep breath, relax your mind, and carry this confidence with you gently into your day.